Brother Tim. I am on my first podcast, my first official show where I'm able to take actual call-ins. I am sitting here with my daughter Gina looking at me in the face when she needs to be going to bed. Good night, Gina, by the way. Good night, kids. Please. Yeah, y'all go to bed. All right, so now, y'all know we do it live here on The Journey, right? So, I got my devices for my birthday so that I can go on and stream as well as take calls at the same time. And I know for some of y'all out there that are geniuses at this stuff, you be like, Brother Tim, that's easy, man. I could have been set you up with that. But, I had to learn it myself. I had to figure out how to do this myself. And I did, right? I finally did. And I am so happy that I can actually have a show, even if nobody called in. So it's just me right now. My daughter Gina just went upstairs. I have some of my mead, which is also alive. We can't say it's a person, but we know that it's alive. This live fermented beverage that I have. A cup of coffee, of course, in the Gye-Nyame Journey cup. Oh my God. You got my Gye-Nyame Warrior training scroll sitting right in front of me as I'm about to sit down here and we about to do some serious wisdom mining. Now, I know that for the last couple of weeks I've been doing a news show with with Tribal Quotes and with Folk Tales for Grown Folks, which you are listening to right now. Folk Tales for Grown Folks, right? But I cut that out. This is why. Because I started a news show. A separate news show called An Empire of Our Own. Right? Right? Yeah, I know you. I know that title resonates with some of y'all souls. Let me say it again. An empire of our own, right? Because that's what I've been trying to build. I've been doing this nation building thing for a long time. I'm at the point of nation maintaining, and I'm training new warriors and I'm training new nation builders to be able to pick up the mantle, right? And so they can do me proud, like I hopefully did my elders and hopefully my ancestors proud, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about. It's about passing on the mission. And the things that I'm leaving them is, boom. All right. We are building a multimedia empire, dog. Because we have to start controlling the images of black folks in the world. And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, that's impossible. That's not going to happen, Brother Tim. It's impossible. It can't happen, Brother Tim. That's foolish, Brother Tim. But hey, I remember Microsoft was just the idea, and Apple was just the idea, and IBM was just an idea, and Google was just an idea, moving in somebody's mind, and they got onto other people's platforms, and they started adding and building. And I know that this is something that if I can't do, that at least one of my children can do, and the whole aspect, the whole object that a lot of y'all might not understand is this, right? I don't have to get everybody. I don't have to have 1 billion listeners. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I need a small percentage. I need a small percentage of movers and shakers. That's it. That's it. And we could change the game. We could move to the Gye-Nyame complex and have Gye-Nyame complexes in every city. You know what I'm saying? It don't take a lot, right? And speaking of that, I need to go and send out some shots to one of our sponsors. And the sponsor that I'm about to shoot out is Gye-Nyame Journey Energy. That's right. That's right. Before I go there, you need to know that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. And as you heard, this is a Heart of a Symbol production. I keep saying productions, but it's production. And we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Gotta blow them up, right? Gotta blow them up. The Tao Te Ching tells us that if you want to build something up, you first must destroy it. Right? We got to blow up those old paradigms. We got to get you to start thinking in a different way so that we can move in a different direction, right? Oh man, I'm hyped. So now let's get to the sponsor.
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
For those who would like to make that switch, for those who are bold enough to try something new, you have been paying your electric company. If you are in Central Ohio, you have been paying AEP, and AEP have given you squat. They have not returned one thing to you, right? Right now, in Ambit Energy, just so for those that's out there that want to know, right? Right now, we're offering a 6-month fixed rate of 5.72, and that comes without a contract. Did you hear what I said? Now, that's beating AEP, right? So not only by support Gye-Nyame Journey, by you helping us, can we help you save money, but a portion of what you pay comes back to Gye-Nyame Journey. And I need y'all to understand this. Do the math with me, right? In Central Ohio, there's about 1.2 million people, or something like that, right? There is a bunch of people out there with electricity and gas, right? And we can save them money. What if we do nothing but get 1,000? What happened, High Tim? If we only get 1,000 people, right, signing up to support Gye-Nyame Journey, right, and you pay your bill. You pay your bill. You try our service. We save you money, right? We get 1,000 people, right? We are able to run our program. We are able to pay for at least a portion of the camps that we want to do. We are able to purchase the books for the study groups. We are able to buy better equipment and to train more of our folks. In this media empire, we are able to advertise and bring more people in to the journey. We are able to do workshops for adults and do more warrior trainings and pay people to come and share their skills with our young and old people. We are able to provide food for our bi-weekly meetings, because that's a major part of what we do, right? We're able to provide young people with funds so that they can experiment. We are able to provide young people with money for travel. That's just with 1,000. What happens if we fool around and get 10,000? Let's say, wait, hold on. Let's even stop it at 1,000, right? Let's say we get 1,000 customers up under Gye-Nyame, and we saving all 1,000 of them money. Not only can we do that, because I ain't even give y'all the number yet, but I want you to think about this. What if out of that 1,000, I only get 10 consultants? That's 10 individuals that's saying, look, I want to own my own business. I want to get in this energy business. I want to go in partnership with Gye-Nyame through Ambit. And you come on with us and we help each other to rise up, right? Not only through that small 1,000 and those 10 individuals, will we be able to do all the stuff I just said to you? There will be a strong possibility that we will raise enough money to buy our own campgrounds, or have enough money and enough collateral to go out and purchase one of these apartment buildings. And it didn't cost you a dime. You're not paying one thing extra. This is what bothers me the most, right? People aren't paying a dime extra. As a matter of fact, I have made it possible for you to save money But yet, I'm not getting people in droves. I ought to have people in droves. Or I ought to have people in droves talking about, Brother Hatim, how can I sign up? You mean that I can help you do the stuff that you've been doing for the last almost 30 years, Brother Hatim? You have been consistent for 30 years, and all I got to do is sign over my electricity to you? You got it, brother. And you gonna save me money? And I get travel points that I could use for a vacation? Is AEP giving any of y'all that out there? Nah, I'm sorry. I'm taking too long. I'm sorry. I'm going off. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. Yo, those that are interested, those that are tired of being tied down by foolishness, those that are tired of being tied down and feeling as if you are trapped with this monthly bill that is doing nothing for you, and you feel like helping others, right? And also, those of you that have organizations like Gye-Nyame, because we came on as an organization, right? Some of you out there, y'all got church groups, y'all got travel groups, y'all got investment groups, right? Y'all got football teams, baseball teams. You got all these type of groups out here with hundreds of people that would be willing to help you. Why not come and let Gye-Nyame help you get started as a consultant, as a consulting group, and you will be able to go out and get customers up under you and support your thing. But yo, those that are interested, hit me up at Hatim, HA2TIM.energy. My fault, Hatim at GyeNyameJourney.com. Hit us up at GyeNyameJourney.energy526.com. Those of you that's on Facebook right now, hit me up at Facebook.com/GNJ Energy. Also, those of you who had a gift of gab but don't necessarily want to do this business, but you're tired of paying an electric bill, right? By you becoming an Ambit customer, you get your own Ambit website. With your Ambit website, one of the things that you are able to do is you're able to recruit customers for yourself. What does that mean, Brother Hatim? What that means is this, and I want you to listen up close. Are you listening? Come closer. Just a little bit. Just a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. I just had to blow it up. I got to blow up that paradigm. Because y'all think that y'all stuck with the people that you with right now. You think that everything that you're doing is the only thing you could do now, right? But those of you with the gift of gab, I'm about to blow up the game. You are able to get free energy. Did you hear what I said? Get free energy. All you have to do is refer 15 people, and all 15 of those people belong to you. And with that 15 people, your energy bill is the average of all those. Whatever the average bill is for those 15, you get your energy. You get a check to pay for your energy. It's dope. Hey, I couldn't find a better hustle. I couldn't invent a better hustle myself, right? But people be walking by me like they scared. But it's cool. I'm not a forceful salesperson. I'm not. That's why I do things like this. And some of you that's out there listening, right? Y'all need to get on board, right? Let's do this. Let's get this money. Don't be scared of the money. I want to send shots out to my man, Mr. Deity. This is called Ancestor Flow. But actually, something wrong with Ancestor Flow because this is not the one that I wanted. Hold on, let me go back. Oh, this is it. Alright, cool. I wanted to make sure that I had the proper track. I'm sorry. So now, we're about to do our wisdom mining. It was something else that I need to tell y'all. Oh, that's it. Fish Fry Fridays is on their way back. At Fish Fry Friday, you also get some more information far as. Okay, I got a voicemail. Alright. On Freestyle Fridays, I'm going to be able to give you some more information about some of the fundraisers that we're doing. And of course, the Fish Fry is a fundraiser. Let me turn up my mic just a little bit. I need to turn up just a little bit. Yes, just a little bit. just a little bit. Alright. So, man, this mic is dope. Now, and this ain't even a top quality mic, right? I can't wait. I can't wait till the funds start rolling. I can't wait till y'all start supporting us, right? And all of a sudden, Brother Hatim is able. I want y'all to think about this. Brother Hatim is able to go out and buy a high quality mic. Wow. Wow. All right, but now we about to do some wisdom mining. Now, for those that don't know, tomorrow I am doing tribal quotes and maybe another news show. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing news shows, but determining on how people support it. You know what I'm saying? I do it all the time. All right. So we got tribal quotes coming up tomorrow. I'll send out the invites probably tomorrow morning because I'm kind of tired right now. But next week on Folk Tales for Grown Folks, I have the story that I told y'all about 3 weeks ago. And this story is a life changer. I'm telling you, miss every other week. Don't miss next week's Folk Tales for Grown Folks, because if you do, you are going to be disappointed. Right? Now, I want you to be live because I'm going to be able to take calls. And for those that don't know, I'm able to have over 100 people up on this mic right now. 101 plus me. So y'all could be up on here. You could call in. You don't have to talk. You just be like, you get on the side and you can send me a text saying, look, I don't want to talk. Or you can mute your own mic. I will see that you have muted your mic. And I won't bother you. I promise. Well, I might bother you a little bit. All right. But it is what it is, right? Hey, so those that want to call in, hit me up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. Or if you are on the computer and you want to hit me up through the internet, through your laptop, through your desktop, through your tablet, hit me up at www.uberconference.com/Gye-Nyame Journey. All right. Also, you can listen to it at GyeNyameJourney.com. All right. So, the moment that we have been waiting for. Oh, one more thing. Now, those that might not want to do the Ambit route, but you still want to support the journey, hit us up on Patreon. Go to the Patreon page, right? www.patreon.com/GNJ. Letter G, letter N, letter J. Become one of the patrons, yo. You know what I'm saying? Hey, help us build. All right. Y'all ready? Of course you are. Alright, here we go. Just so y'all can get it nice and loud. The Crow and the Raven. A crow was jealous of the raven because he was considered a bird of good omen and always attracted the attention of men, who noted by his flight the good or evil course of future events. Seeing some travelers approaching, the crow flew up into a tree and, perching herself on one of the branches, called as loudly as she could. The travelers turned toward the sound and wondered what it foreboded, when one of them said to his companion, "Let us proceed on our journey, my friend, for it is only the caw of a crow, and her cry, is no omen." Let me take a sip of coffee on that one. And let me chase it with some of this chaga mead. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Oh, hey, Y'all need to get into mead making. Now this batch right here, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Alright. Let's hit it. One more time, and then we're gonna get into the discussion. I was trying to stall, see if some family would show up. Don't be scared. Hit me up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. Or hit me up on a link at www.uberconference.com/Gye-Nyame Journey. Join the journey. Don't be so scared. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your lovely voice. And know that maybe the world will hear you too. Alright, so here we go. Once again. A crow was jealous of the raven because he was considered a bird of good omen and always attracted the attention of men, who noted by his flight the good or evil course of future events. Seeing some travelers approaching, the crow flew up into a tree and, perching herself on one of the branches, called as loudly as she could. The travelers turned towards the sound and wondered what it forebode. When one of them said to his companion, "Let us proceed on our journey, my friend, for it is only the call of a crow, and her cry, you know, is no omen." Those who assume a character which does not belong to them only make themselves ridiculous. That is the moral of the story. Now let's get into the discussion a little bit. So we notice Aesop is a great writer because the raven never appeared in his story. There was never a raven in the story. It was just a description of the raven. There was the crow, a tree that she was in, because the crow was specifically made of she, and some of us, we could talk about that if we want. Then also, we noticed that there were two travelers, but there was never a raven. So they were very descriptive about a raven. A raven. The description of the raven and how the raven was saw as a bird of virtue, a bird to be respected, a bird to be watched. And the crow was jealous of that. And a lot of us in our lives, we sort of like that. Some of us are the crows in our family, you know what I'm saying, compared to the raven. Because a crow and a raven look very similar. They look very similar, but the raven is bigger. You know what I'm saying? And many of us are the crows in our family, right? Where we look just like our cousin, the raven, or our brother or sister, the raven, right? But we're not quite them. You know what I'm saying? People pay attention when they talk, or people look when they walk in the room. You know what I'm saying? Some of us have friends that are ravens and we are the crows. And some of us are ravens and other people are crows. But one of the things that Aesop wanted us to know about this crow was that in this crow heart, because some of us become jealous crows, in this crow heart is jealousy. But not the type of jealousy where it may try to hurt the raven. It was more trying to replace the raven. It wanted to be in the raven's place. So this crow decided to act as a raven. It wanted to be seen as a raven, and it flew up into the tree and started cawing like a raven. But the steady eyes of one of the observers, because I want you to understand this. It was the steady eye, because for those individuals, like many of you out there, it's like, what's the damn difference between a raven and a crow? Right? You know, unless you have a trained eye, you could mistake a crow for a raven. They look just alike, both got black feathers, and I often confuse a raven with a crow. But somebody who really studies the birds, because we got to understand, like, the crow was jealous because the raven was a bird that was studied. You know what I'm saying? Not just watch for its beauty. Because, you know, if you really look at one of these birds are jet black. They're beautiful. Both of them. Right? But the raven is bigger. And the raven has more of a presence than the crow, right? And this raven has been studied. This raven is known as a bird of omen, at least back in those days. This bird, they watched it so closely. Look, listen to this. They study. I mean, because I want you to think about this. Because in order to get this type of information, because the raven is considered a bird of good omen and always attracted the attention of men, who noted by his flight the good or evil course of future events. So these indeed people studied this bird for so long that they are able to tell the future by how it flies, where it flies, and when it flies. Because I want you to understand how this works. See, because a lot of people don't understand how astrology works, right? Or how numerology works, or how our ancient sciences used to work. So let me basically break it down. Even using dice to tell future, or using the cards and stuff like that. A lot of people don't really understand how that works. So let Brother Hatim break it down for you. I know, because some of y'all out there scared. I need to take a drink on this one. You got to understand that our ancestors, right, were studiers, right? They didn't just study science. They didn't just measure. They looked at things, and they looked at the response of the things around the thing that they were studying, right? So when Mars was in the sky, they not only noticed Mars in the sky, they noticed the effect that was going on around when Mars was in the sky. So they was able to write down those things. Or when they were casting bones, when a certain pattern of bones that would line up, you had individuals that were studying the things that was going on around these bones, or around this pattern when it was sprung, right? Or you would have individuals like, for example, the easiest one to understand is individuals that studied the Nile, because those individuals that was able to predict when the Nile would flood became people of great prominence within ancient Egypt or Kemet, right? Because the Nile flooding was the difference between being able to be ready for when the Nile flooded meant that you was able to take advantage of basically everybody else. Because by being able to predict when the Nile would flood, you was able to get the agriculture popping off. Because if you was caught slipping and you got there too late, either other people would have been already out there planting stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or you might have waited till late. Or you might have planted your stuff too early, and the flood come in and wash everything away. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have thought that just the overflow was actually the flooding of the Nile, but actually it wasn't. That was just an overflow. But you didn't know that because you're not studying. See, we used to pass information down from generation to generation. So when you start studying things, you start understanding that when a raven flew in this certain pattern, or a raven did this, generations before me have noticed and have taken note and passed it down that this means this. So this bird was studied, and the crow wanted to be studied like that, like many of us. Many of us want people to pay attention to us. We got kids doing dumb things on videos right now. Why? Because they want people to pay attention to us. We all crave the attention. That crow craved the attention. It craved the attention so bad that it started to pretend to be something that it was not. Rather than being able to bathe itself in its own beauty and its own charm, it chose to try to be something else. Many of us fall into this trap, right? And many of us, we want to be the raven so bad that we go to raven school to try to get the raven degree. Rather than saying, hey, I'm a crow. Let me do what crows do. Because think about it. What does the admiration of men do for a crow? Or what does the admiration of men do for a raven? When it's cold outside, they still cold. When it's hot outside, they still sweat. When there's a lack of food, they still got to struggle to eat. Men's admiration does absolutely nothing for a raven or a crow. So basically, this crow was striving for something that in all reality of the crow is worthless. How many of you out there is striving for the acceptance of something or somebody or some situation, the acceptance of something or someone that will actually bring you nothing? A lot of us get caught up in this foolishness, man. Listen. Don't be like the crow, right? Don't be made to look ridiculous because you're trying to be something that you're not. You're robbing yourself, and more importantly, you're robbing your community, and you're robbing your world, the world. Right now, as black folks, by us not being who we are, not being who we truly are, by us acting outside our character, we are not only robbing our future generations, we are not only robbing our ancestors, we are robbing the world. And that's a crime worthy of death. You know what I'm saying? We out here trying to be something that we're not. The whole thug, I mean, that's not us. You know what I'm saying? That's not us, Savage. Thug. That's not us. But we're trying to fit into the stereotypes that have been planted on us. Many of us have crow-like behaviors. Many of us are crows just out there, right? Just out there trying to be something that we're not. And my call out to all of you on the journey, all y'all listening to me right now, whether you listening to me right now, this moment, live, or you're listening to me in the future on a podcast, man, be who you are. Because when you're not, you're robbing the world. You know what I'm saying? You're robbing the world. You're robbing yourself. You're robbing your posterity. Right? Alright. So, I'm going to end tonight's show on that note. I don't have any other announcements, I don't think. But I'd like to thank everybody that took the time to listen to the show. I will encourage you to go and find our Facebook page, Gye-Nyame. It's all under Gye-Nyame Journey. Find us on Twitter. It's Gye-Nyame Radio. We also got Gye-Nyame Journey on Twitter as well. Find us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Support us on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/GNJ. Follow us on Spreaker. You know what I'm saying? Start your own Spreaker station. Start your own podcast. Start learning to use this media. Follow our blog at GyeNyameJourney.com, or just join us on our site, tribe.GyeNyameJourney.com. There's also several ways that you can help fund us on there if you don't do nothing but buy a book through us. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for people to help. And those people that don't, I mean, if you don't want to help, that's cool too. But I don't want nobody saying, hey man, I couldn't find no way to help y'all. Nah, you ain't looked hard enough. You know what I'm saying? So this brother Hatim, me and my, say something, me. Y'all listen closely. Y'all hear it? That little buzz up underneath. Here, let me turn the music off, because I'm serious. I want y'all to hear this. Because this drink is alive. That's why it's so healthy. Right? Listen. Y'all hear that? That's that mead, right? That's that mead. Oh my God, it's alive. It's good for you. And it's natural. And guess who made it? I did, right? And it's medicinal, right? So now, this is Brother Hatim saying peace. I'd like to thank everybody. First off, last off, I want to remind you that this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. And, of course, this is a Heart of a Simba production where we strive to blow up those old paradigms. Blow up those old paradigms. Get rid of that crow-like behavior. Stop being a crow. I mean, be a crow. If you a crow, be a crow. Right? If you're a raven, be a raven. Right? Whatever it is. All right. This is Brother Tim, and I'm out. Thank you very much.